Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness Meets Entertainment in Color. We are your hosts here, Chantel Francis and Tamika Francis, here to talk about Love Island UK Season 8, Episode 50. And today's my half birthday, too.
Happy half birthday.
Happy half birthday to me. Yes, happy half birthday. Today's been a good day all around. I love the number 25 because it's my half birthday number. And I think it just looks so good. Like 25. I think it's just such a nice number. And I've been really happy about the feeds, the live feeds for Big Brother. I was kind of boycotting them halfly and just like only kind of reporting on them when I'm going to be doing it for work purposes. And on this guy Joseph's 25th birthday, things happened and changed. And so I saw like on a cake the number 25, and I'm like, it's a magic number. I love 25. Anyways, how are you?
Good. I'm good. Not a bad day today either, but yeah.
It's not a bad day. We have Jessica joining us. Hi, Jessica. Hi, CJ. No, today's my half birthday, not my full birthday. So my birthday's in January, but January 25th is my birthday, and July 25th is my half birthday. Half birthday. Oh God, I'm like starting rumors. But like my crush though, his birthday I think was yesterday. What's his name? What's my guy's name again? Tall basketball player. He used to marry to Vanessa Williams.
Oh, Rick Fox.
Yes, Rick Fox. I think his birthday is the 24th of July. And I don't know if I told you this before, but you know I love astrology. I actually
Oh, you have. You have.
pulled up my chart, and we have a really good chart. So
You have told me this that you did y'all charts and that y'all have a good chart. You did tell me that.
if I ever do meet him, which it's possible, he does a lot of Lifetime and like Hallmark movies here
He does.
in
Oh no, I don't know if he does it anymore because he hasn't been like the series he was on with what you call it. Oh God, Holly Robinson Pete. He actually stopped doing, and another guy. Oh, the other guy, Aiden Peterson Turner, whatever. The other Canadian guy that you almost dated.
Adrian. Now I'm for his last name right now, but yes,
Yeah, I'm
Adrian
forgetting his
Holmes.
So he stepped into that into her new love interest.
Oh, well, I mean, he's still welcome. He's Canadian, so he's welcome here. He grew up in Toronto, so there's a possibility, you know. So yeah, I think that if we were to ever meet, it would be a kismet experience, and we might as well talk about that. You know, we're talking about love and Love Island, you know, so we'll keep a pin on this since it's both of our birthday energies right now, ish, or his, anyways. So happy birthday to Rick Fox, my future baby daddy. My future exclusive person. Half birthday songs. It's my half birthday, but thank you for being here. Half birthday, Jessica, but thank you for being here. Hi, Lady Lyrics. Okay. So this episode, it was mediocre to me. I mean, I'm enjoying it because I know it's coming to an end. I just want the conclusion of it. I like that it's kind of it's already good in the US. So like when it's over, I'm not going to be like, oh, this was such a good season, like I miss it. Like I'm good with it ending, and I'm good with where we're at in Love Island USA. So
I agree.
all is good in the Love Island world this year.
I agree.
So we see Danica and Jamie first talking, and they're fine. I guess like now my barometer of chemistry is Timmy and Zeta.
Oh,
Because like
Lord.
I'm just like, these guys don't have chemistry compared to those two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they're
like,
trying to break them up apparently, from what I'm hearing.
Why?
Yeah, I've been off Twitter. So apparently they put in to send them on the dates. I'm like, imagine shipping Deb and Jess over Timmy and Zeta.
Oh, we're talking about. I thought we were talking about like dates. Which dates? Okay, sorry, you're talking about USA. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. So apparently that's who those people were sending. I voted Jesse twice, and Deb and Serenity, and other people were voting Timmy to go on the date at least. I didn't even know if they put Zeta to go on the date. They were putting Timmy because they think
They
that
think
he's
that
gonna
he'd be
fuck
so
her up.
stray.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's rude, man.
It's
Just like
weird.
let them fucking be in a happy thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so annoying. Well, we'll talk more about that later. Oh, tomorrow actually. We don't have an
Tomorrow.
episode tonight.
Thank God.
Wowzers. Wowzers. We had Davide and Ekin-su chatting, and she was talking about how she was really happy with the fact that he surprised her, and like she was still glowing from it. And I was like, I'm happy that he finally did something for her to make her feel special and make her feel like he likes her. Whatever happened, he turned over a new leaf and he's being very nice to Ekin-su, and I like him so much better when he's nice to her. And they just have like silly banter, not like him being so mean and cold and closed off. So I'm happy with you, Davide.
Yeah, I kind of wish they had gotten a hideaway.
Is it too late now?
I don't know. They could get it tomorrow, but I'm just.
Maybe it's gonna be a double hideaway with like Luca and Gemma.
I just kind of wish that they had gotten it that night because I feel like it would have been like the topper of their night.
Yeah. Oh my God, it would have been for sure, but. No. It wasn't going to happen. Hi, Sans. Actually, I already said hi, but you enjoyed the show. I liked the show. I didn't love the show, but I have my reasons. Hi, Dan. Thanks for being here.
I'm gonna be truthful.
Hi, Dana. It was entertaining, but it wasn't good. So Damia and so what do we call them? Tashdrew? Drew Tash? Antash?
Oh Lord.
Tashend? Just Ash?
Yeah.
Drash? Anyways, I wrote Tash Drew.
They have a ship name, which is the crazy part because nobody ships them.
Well, because like their name is too hard to ship together because they don't fit.
No.
It just does not work. Like even when you put Ekin-day, that works still. It's so cute. Yeah. Ekin-day and Damia are both very cute ship names.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it is Tandrew? Wait, no.
Andrew.
Oh, it's just Tandrew? Oh, that's boring. Tashendrew. It would be better, I think.
I don't know. I'm going to call them Ash.
Ash? All right, Ash. Or Tashend. Well, I have Tashdrew.
Double A in front of Ash.
Ash. So they talk about how it's their last week and how they've done so well, blah, blah, blah. Nothing really that exciting. And then Damia gets up and leaves. Then we see Paige and what's his name? I literally forgot his name right now. I didn't write it down here.
Paige and Andrew. Adam.
Adam.
I wrote some notes and I forgot it.
Is that his name, Adam? It doesn't seem right now.
Come on.
No, it is Adam Collard. Yes. I'm not into them at all. I don't really like. Well, I didn't like Adam on his first season, but I definitely don't like the sappy version of him because I do think it's really fake, and I don't vibe with him and Paige at all. I know we've said this many times, but seeing all these couples, like everybody here is in a couple that's formed now. I'm not caring about what goes on in their conversations.
No, not a fan. And remember, I said yesterday, I'm gonna tell you the truth. As long as they go, I'm okay with the rest of them. I think they have no chemistry. I think they're both fake and phony. I'm not finding anything to be like, oh, they should make the finale.
I don't think so. I mean, but if they don't make the finale, I bet you that Adam breaks up with her before she leaves the show.
I agree. And then on top of that, the fact that they're talking about, well, they live on like
opposite sides of the UK.
I was like, they're done.
But she brought that up, which was what I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
So do you think that she brought that up because she doesn't think that she's going to make the effort, or that she thinks that she's kind of giving him an out for not making the effort? Because he does say,
trying to see what he would say about making the effort, because then does placate her. No, we're gonna make the effort. We're
Yeah, it's
both
like
like
if
that.
you'd want to, we could make it work. Like no need to stress.
Yeah.
And she's probably like, I'm like,
I was like, y'all are done. Y'all are done.
done. What do you think about the conversation between Luca and Gemma about like
Didn't I
can't be
call
bitter
it?
about it?
I called it that him being called last before Jamie and Tanika was gonna piss him off and have him start spiraling. He was already spiraling when Davide and Ekin-su went exclusive. Now he's spiraling on top of that. Knew it was gonna happen. And then on top of that, they were kind of just both really rude about like Ekin-su. Like I didn't appreciate that conversation. And like my whole thing is if y'all did whatever y'all did and y'all are good at it, leave it at that. Why do you gotta throw shade? Oh, well, if that's what she needs. Excuse me? Yeah, she needed that because he
They've
was not fully in the entire time. So she needed to know how fully in that he was. And he surprised her. It's not like she forced him or made him. She didn't even know it was coming. How dare you?
And
How dare you?
another thing, just to kind of, we could probably talk about it later on as well, but just with
Yes,
the Ekin-su and Davide part of it, you know, he even says like, I didn't have to do that. I know I didn't have to do that. He's like, I wanted to do that. I know that we're like, it's something to do inside the house, but like to be actual boyfriend and girlfriend, I want to do that outside the house, but I want to do something special for you in here. And maybe Gemma should have been looking at like him sideways and being like, well, you could have done something.
but
Like that
she's
should
the
have been.
one that does not care. That's the
I know.
thing.
That's
She's
true.
the one that doesn't care. He cares. And he, like, we even see it later. He is the most insecure person. And you can tell he's playing a game. The way it was stated today, he is playing a game. It's not about, well, I really just want to show you how much I care for you. It's, oh, look at them. They're all in the top because I didn't get to show how exclusive we are. Fuck you. No, he pissed me off. It was so rude. It was so rude.
Well, you know that he's the worst.
He
So
is. Everybody keeps saying it's Dammy. Dammy's the worst, and I'm like, he's not. He's not the worst person on that show. Anything that Luca has done, I feel has been gameplay. Anything that he has done, I do not feel like has been coming from a genuine place. I just don't.
it does feel controlling. It feels like he's definitely playing a game. He's played the game better than Jax did, and you know he's doing what he probably mapped out that he was going to do, and he's probably even happier that it happens to be with Gemma. You
Yeah,
know, a big football star's daughter. So
yeah.
I agree with you 100% that there was that switch on like day 3 or something where he found out who her father was, and all of a sudden like he's all hard eyes for Gemma. And the fact that he is blaming her for like not allowing him to make a big gesture, you could have done something. You could have been creative. You could even said like, this isn't a real boyfriend and girlfriend proposal, but I wanted just to do something nice for you. I wanted to make you a cake. I wanted to celebrate your birthday in June. Like, I don't know, whatever. Like, he could have done something if he wanted to. The producers would have been very happy to give him whatever he needed because everybody else can get whatever they need. It's like, get
Right.
a balloon, ask if you can take her on a date outside the villa. Like, we
They
never saw
would
the
have done
market
it
date.
too. They would have done it. They would have done it for them. And too many people I keep seeing, oh, they're y'all are not being fair to Luca and Gemma or Lemma because you're basically he was loyal. He's the loyalist person there, and y'all are shitting on loyal people. He was loyal for a game. It was a calculated loyalty. Actually, it didn't even have to be too calculated. That was fucking easy for him to be loyal. She's a rich girl.
Yeah, like not that not that the other people that were coming in just because they don't have money that they're not, at par with Gemma, but she does have a lot to offer in the sense like especially if he is from an affluent family like we were hearing that he is from,
Right.
like they usually want to merge with other people with money because it helps keeps their esteem. So as soon as he found someone, oh, I got another rich girl, like I am keeping this one for sure.
Yeah.
And there was no reason, and she's beautiful, and she puts
What was
up
the
with them.
downside? What was his downside? What was his downside?
Yeah, CJ agrees with you 100%. And Jessica says, yep, Luca clearly showed himself today, but are the public seeing it or are they keeping him being blind?
Some people are seeing it more than more because what he did yesterday with Davide and Ekin-su was really pronounced. I didn't get to go on Twitter to see how like what he did today presented, but I'm gonna tell you from my point of view, between that beginning part and then him fishing for compliments, fishing as in a joke.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Fishing joke. Thank you.
Compliments.
Thank you.
He's insecure,
mm-hmm.
and he feels threatened by the other couples, especially Ekin-su, and especially Ekin-su and Davide together.
Well, because he's been trying to tear down Ekin-su since the beginning, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I think he must feel as though maybe some of his and Gemma's votes will get split with them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Potentially. And so, yeah, definitely he should be feeling threatened because those votes were Fiat 500's votes. There's a lot of them, absolutely, but they can split them, which could actually allow even Damia and India maybe to win, depending, you know what I mean? Because everybody else is splitting.
I can only hope. Twitter is not like the real indicator
metric
of what is going to happen with the vote, but right now they're clearly like Ekin-su and Davide and India and Dami in there. I'd have to go and see what Facebook and Instagram and TikTok is saying, but I will say they do see that Luca is just not it, and also Paige and Adam.
Yay.
Yeah, so
Paige and Adam bother me more because they're both really bad actors.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I keep saying, if the others get in the top 4, okay, in whatever order they fall, okay, it's the public's vote. I can't really say that, but I don't feel like Adam and Paige. If you're going to say Jamie and Danica don't belong in the final, to me, Adam and Paige do not belong in the final. Did you hear that apparently she said that even if Jax was here, she would still be with him? And I don't remember that. But apparently she said that. That's why people are mad at her.
Well, like her feelings can change, like out of sight, out of mind. Like maybe if he was there, she wouldn't have been able to crack on so easily. Like they literally had been dating for 2 weeks. Like who actually cares? Like, you know what I mean? Like the whole experience for them has been 2 months or so.
Yeah.
Like she's been dating this new guy for 2 weeks. Like you would normally be dating multiple people in this time frame. So, and I don't know if they did bits or whatnot, and that's why they're holding her to the fire. But like, realistically, like she dated a guy, he left and went home. A new guy came in with interest in her and has been courting her, and she's allowing herself to date him. I don't think it's a big deal, but people are just want her to have her chastity belt on and be like, I'm waiting for you, Jax. Like, what is she waiting for him inside the villa then if she's not going to explore any other relationships? Anyways, I can go on and on about that. Okay, Jessica says, I know that this was mentioned later, but why do they keep on making it seem like Paige has had such a rough time? Jax treated her like crap, but her overall time hasn't been nearly as bad as Danica's. Not nearly as bad as Danica.
I noticed that too, Jessica. I kept saying in my head, why do you guys keep saying, because it was in Ekin-su's speech, I think, that you had a rough time since the beginning, and I'm like, why? Because
I guess
Luca
in the beginning, she didn't get she was kind of single and kind of in friendship couples and stuff like that. So she kind of bounced around a little bit Danica-esque in the very beginning.
Mm-hmm. I think it was like a couple days, like Jackson.
I think it was like 2 weeks, but like it might have been 2 weeks, but
I
She
don't think
bounced
it
a
was
bit.
that
Well,
long.
remember, didn't she liked Jack or Luca,
She
and then
liked
she liked
Luca,
some.
and then day three, he realized that Gemma was a rich
Like,
girl and dumped her. And
yeah,
then
blame Luca.
I think Jax came in end of week one.
Yeah, so Jessica's saying that she thinks that Paige was in only one friendship couple, and then Jax came in right after. I don't
Yeah,
remember the friendship couple that she was in. Who was she with?
it was Luca.
Oh,
Because
right,
Andrew was always with Paige, and at first she was going back a little bit between Andrew and Luca, and Tasha was.
Andrew
I
was
mean, I'm
already
sorry.
with Paige. Andrew was with Paige originally. Wasn't they? Didn't they sleep in the same bed?
No,
Wasn't
he
it
was
them two?
always
Oh, it
with
was
Tasha. I'm sorry. He was always with Tasha, and then
Paige was always with Luca, but they were in a friendship couple.
right,
Okay,
because he was going back and forth about whether she liked him or Andrew, but then Andrew and Tasha decided yes, they were going to be together. So she was with Luca for like one round, and then by
right.
the end of the next week, he decided he wanted Gemma, and she got Jax.
You're the love of her life.
Right.
Please no, please no, please no. So who suggested this? Let's do coffee and brunch just the girls. Was it Paige that suggested that? Or was it Gemma? Like who suggested it first?
I couldn't figure out what was going on because it was like somebody said it and then Paige kind of took over, I feel like.
Yeah, so well, that is kind of what happens. They wanted to have like, oh, let me have a girl. I think Paige and Gemma started it. They were having the conversation. I think so. So right before going to bed, we see Ekin-su and Tasha out on the terrace. Were you annoyed by this? They're kind of crying, tearing up and crying and talking. And Ekin-su's like, this place is so
No,
magical.
I actually thought it was cute. Um, I was laughing when Gemma was like, "Are y'all crying?"
I mean, when I was 18, 19 years old, I definitely was like, I don't show emotion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I don't cry. Don't hug me
Ekin-su said, "I'm gonna come back here with my
with my
kids,"
kids.
and Tasha's like, and then you're gonna say, "Look at
This
where I
is where I
met
met
your
your husband, your
dad,"
dad. Yeah.
and then they started crying, and Gemma was like, "Are y'all crying?"
I loved
Like,
it. It was very, very cute.
it
Um,
was cute, and also it was hilarious on Gemma's side.
yes. I mean, like, I thought it was a cute moment. I wasn't sure if you'd hate it because Tasha was involved.
No, I actually thought it was because that seemed like something dumb that Tasha would be involved in. So actually, it tracked. It tracked. Because somebody was I did see on Twitter. Somebody's like, y'all actually think that they're gonna actually get married to these? No,
I mean, but you never know with Ekin-su
you
and
never know.
Davide.
No, that's true. Somebody I was listening to the morning after podcast, and somebody on there. I don't know if it was Cam or
Which podcast?
the Love Island Morning After podcast, their official podcast. And I don't know if it was Kim or a guest that came on there and said that they're like, the thing is about the show is that people, I think it was Kim because he was saying on his season somebody got married and they have kids.
Yeah.
Unless it was the
There's
guest.
a few seasons. Chem's season. What was Chem's season 4?
Maybe I don't know.
I
See,
can't remember, but I think so. There's a few seasons. I can't remember which season's which, but I think his season, they just had a second baby on his season.
Yeah.
And then the season before, they just had a baby or about to have a baby. So, yeah, there's some couples that have still been together. Season
Yeah.
2, there's a couple that's still together.
Yeah. So he's like, there's actual true families being made out of this. And he's like, and then I think the guest said, yeah, I can see Ekin-su and Davide actually getting to that point. And then they were talking about India and Dami, and they're like, I definitely can see them outside of the villa. Like they have the
crack on for a
potential
bit, for
to
sure.
crack on for a bit and maybe even get married if they really work at it. So I'm like, people see their potential.
Mm-hmm. I do too. So we have the nighttime, and in the nighttime, I rolled my eyes because Paige is like doing that like cutesy voice that she kind of does, and she's like, "So do you think that like maybe like the boys can make the girls some like brunch like tomorrow?" Like I was just like, "Ah!" And he's like, "Oh, well, we'll see what we can do." And I was just like, "I don't like their pillow talk. I don't. I'm not into their vibes. Sorry."
My favorite part of that night cam that they showed was India and Dami rubbing noses together. That was cute as hell.
I didn't notice it.
Oh
I'm
yeah, it was.
sorry.
It was so cute. Like they were like just. It was so cute.
Oh my god! Are you you said you weren't going to do
Twitter.
it.
I think I saw it on Twitter. Somebody posted it too.
You said that you weren't going to fall for a couple. Like
Listen, I'm avoiding because these people already got my anxiety, trying to get my anxiety on high about no, not Dami India, Zimmy, and I'm just like, listen, I can't do this. It's too early. It's week 1, people. They're going to crack on. We've got to be okay with this. Can we not do this?
No, I can't. I don't know if I can. I don't know with Zimmy. I don't know right now. Like their vibe is too good. I would be a little bit hurt if that something happens too soon or unwarranted or like, yeah. We'll hold off from that one.
There it is. Yeah, I think I could show you too. Hold on. Will it play is the question. Okay, here. Hold on. Share screen. Share screen. Twitter. Okay. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm. Aww.
It's so cute.
It is cute. It was cute. It's very cute. So in the morning chat, I don't know who said this, but felt like the happiest person in the world. Probably everybody said that at some point. And then I think it must have been Ekin-su because I think she also said, "I believe that he is the love of my life." That sounds like an Ekin-su thing. She's really into
I think
him.
she's starting to buy in. Hey, I'm buying into Ekin-su. I'm buying in.
She's an actress, though. Are you sure?
Listen, I'm buying in until they get out the villa. I'm gonna buy in because those are the two couples I will be pushing because I don't want anybody else to win.
It's true. It's true. I only want those two to win, to be honest.
Yeah.
So the boys did cook the breakfast for the girls. They made some poached eggs with avocado smashed on English muffins with bacon. It looked delicious. I was pretty impressed by all their cooking skills.
They did. It was a valiant joint effort that they all made.
And Dami, he's pretty good with words. Maybe not at the talent show, but he calls it exclusive because they've been talking about everybody here is exclusive pretty much. Oh, we're all exclusive. So it's eggs exclusive, which I thought was a little bit of oh, hold on. Sans. Can you put some edits of YouTube on Twitter on Zimmy? Because we don't get to watch Love Island USA in England. Are you keeping your streams up on?
Yeah. So, Sans, if you go to my Twitch, Entertainment in Color, I think Chantel has it linked in.
Not your Twitch. No, okay. I can put it in there. I'll put it in.
Yeah. But if you go to any of my social media platforms, I have a linked tree that goes straight to that has the little Twitch button. I have all the episodes from me watch partying it on my Twitch. So you can watch them there.
You can catch up. So
I know you're usually asleep when I'm streaming, but it's there. It's safe.
It's there for the next day. And chances are, since you're still a small what's it called? What are they called? Streamer. I'm like, what? The words disappeared. Since you're still a small streamer, like I don't think that they're going to come and bother you and try to take down your account, like I just don't think that that's going to happen. And also, you being in the video, if you are doing that, I'm not sure. It also helps. You can say like, it's fair use. We're using this as a review. We are, you know what I mean? Like, you're using it as, you're purposing it for something different, not just to stream it. So yeah, I think that I don't think you'll have a problem until you get to like 10,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? On Twitch.
Right now I've been averaging about 180 viewers.
Nice. That's great.
Yeah, live. I get a few more by the next day, but yeah.
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
Make sure you promote your YouTube. So maybe like you could probably see on StreamYard. I keep on forgetting I wanted to do this for you, and I will do it eventually. But like how I can send this across, you should do that at least for the end so that people can like you know, be reminded to like do this now. Go to YouTube.
That's
subscribe.
A good idea. That is actually a good idea. I do have it run. I do have a banner. I just didn't even think about having it run at the end. That's a good idea. Because I always wave goodbye before I leave.
Dan, the only way I watch Love Island USA is because of Tamika's Twitch.
Thank you, Dan.
Okay, so let me just put it in here for you. Okay, so h.tv/ spell that correctly? I think so. All right. So that Twitch is a streaming platform. It's a lot of gamers use it because that's just kind of what the site is. They use like OBS and people watch them play games, but people use it for other purposes. And so you can find sometimes people streaming shows on Twitch because it doesn't get flagged as quickly as YouTube or Facebook do. So yeah. Oh, there you go, Sans. So yeah, just go to that link. I spelled it correctly, right? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wait, in color. Okay. And yeah, go to that link and you'll be able to see all the past streams. And then she goes live at 9 p.m. Eastern, but it's immediately should be up there after.
Yeah.
Yes, Chantal, tell Tamika to mention all of our platforms on Twitch and recaps. Yes. We're getting her to the 1,000 by the end of Love Boat. It will happen. So Ekin-su makes a cheers and cheers to it being the last week in there. We see a little bit more of Danica and Jamie, and they talk about like, I feel like there's a genuine connection. And the one problem I have with this is like just saying like, I feel like we have a genuine connection. I want to see the genuine connection. So I feel like they do just talk about their feelings a lot, but I want to see what's going on with them more. And I don't know if it's just the age thing or if it's because they don't really have that much of a connection. I'm not sure, but I don't want to hear you describe how you're feeling. I want to see it personally.
I do think there's a bit of connection, but I do also think she has a wall up. And I think we hear why she has a wall up in this episode. And I don't blame her because that was kind of the first thing I was thinking of when he said that he was a footballer. But again, I do feel, and she even said, she's like, I genuinely do feel like he's a good guy. I do genuinely feel like he seems to be a good guy. Yeah. Whether or not there's something that can progress
outside of this, not sure.
And I think that's why she has the wall up.
Well, she's gonna have to learn how to be vulnerable and risk getting pied.
Hard. Yeah, that's the thing. I think she's not getting. I think that she's not getting that.
Yeah. She'll learn, but probably in like 15 years. So one thing though that Ekin said at the end after her toast is like, so who's getting a blow dry? It's like nobody. I thought that was cute. Ekin-su and Davide are talking about food, and she's talking about
talking about food.
I know, but some like pasta that's like big, long pasta, and it's stuffed. And he's like, I think it's from the north. I'm not sure what it is.
Filled with meat.
It fills with meat. She's like, it had like a white sauce. He's like, Ekin-su, you're not going to get to see that until outside of the villa. But
I was like, where is she going with this? And then she said the last one. I was like, oh dear God.
Still cute though. Still cute. I was not shocked, but pleasantly surprised by the I love yous between Damia.
there are some people who tried to say that she's stupid. She was fishing for it before the episode aired. And the funny part is, he's the one that kind of brought it up.
Can the girl just like have a love experience?
No, because she's black, and so she's not
Right.
allowed.
Right.
I thought that conversation was so sweet and genuine, and you could kind of feel like a relief from both of them that they got to say it to each other.
Yes, I thought it was sweet.
And I thought it was, and you could tell they were just so focused on each other and looking
Whoops.
right into each other's eyes. Oh,
Mm-hmm. It was very, very sweet. And they're just like we're being like normal couple kind of cuteness. And that was the moment like when they're just like doing these little pecks and then they walked off together. And I was like, I see them outside of the villa because that's kind of like couple energy. It's not
mm-hmm,
faking it. It's not trying to be
mm-hmm.
anything. It's just like chilling, enjoying each other, kissy, kissy here, like move around. What do you want to do? Like it just seemed very compatible, very comfortable, very relationship. And so
Yeah, very genuine. Like it was progressive. I feel like.
exactly, Danita. I mean, obviously, I was annoyed that she, at one point, just as like a mother or an older sister vibe, being like, give him a little bit more heck so he doesn't do more something else another time. You know what I mean? Like, I did want her to be a little bit more like, hey, like, don't speak to my friend like that. But
Right.
I've moved on. She's moved on. I've moved on. I don't need to judge their relationship any further than me hoping for the best and then just allowing her to make her own decisions.
Yeah.
So yes, I agree.
And I said still, to be fair, we never really got conversations around that situation, so I don't know what she said to him. Because I do feel like between him and Luca's apology, somebody said they felt Luca's apology was more genuine than Dammy's, and I personally felt Dammy's was way more
I don't like anything
apologetic
Luca does,
to Tasha than Luca's. So the fact that
well, a lot of people find that Dammy doesn't take accountability. He always makes jokes and joke things off and wants people to forgive him too quickly. So I think that because he was doing his regular kind of like, okay, are we friends now? Like, is why Luca appeared to be a better apologizer. But Luca's just standing there. He's not even looking at her. He's like, yeah, so like we're friends and I don't want to make anybody cry. And like he didn't care. I don't think. At least Dammy was trying to be like, we are friends. Like I thought he was more engaging. So I believe
and
Dammy
I feel
more.
like since then we really still have not seen her around Luca much, and we still see her around Demi more. And I think it says a lot.
Mm-hmm. They probably could all suss out Luca and his sly ways. Yes, I agree, Danita. People need to leave India alone. If she's into Dammy, let her be. 100% agree. Oh my lord, poor India. She can't win. The moment was sweet. I still say they have given all the romantic moments this year. Yeah, they have.
I agree.
They definitely have.
I agree.
Jessica agrees. They're the most natural couple in there to me. Yes, I do feel like I see them be. They are a couple. Like it doesn't seem like they're two people that didn't know each other 2 months ago. You know.
I feel like their progression is actually sensible. I mean, even with the bullshit crap that the producers in the villa throw at them, I do feel like in a month, what they've done makes sense.
Agreed. I totally agree. It seems like a normal relationship, and where they're at, it seems normal.
Yeah.
Like
start out as friends, not sure what it is, maybe looking around other people, date other people, come back together, realize it's you and him. Like, I don't think I know people are mad at him, but I actually think that what they've gone through makes sense if it was real life. You know what I mean?
100%. Which means that it will be easier for them to transition into the real world.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
So this is the conversation now where Danica is chatting with Jamie about him being a footballer. And it's like, oh, just Danica, just take off these preconceived ideas because you're going to start seeing what you don't want to see. If you're going to already put him under the veil of like, he's a footballer, he's going to cheat, or he's always going to have girls throwing themselves over me, then you're going to act away or give off a vibe or an energy that's not conducive or sexy or attractive. So I'm just like, just let it be impressed, maybe. Like, just don't be like, ooh, I've heard about guys like you. It's like, oh, it's not a great feeling.
It wasn't, and I understand that she's been through a lot, and I really do think that she's trying to find somebody to take out the villa. But like, you gotta just trust. It's unfortunate, and I'm just talking from experience. Sometimes I have a wall up, but I try to just trust people until they show me that I can no longer trust them.
Yeah, exactly. I think that you learn that with age for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope that she doesn't end up sabotaging this for the fact that she's already attributing him to have qualities of somebody that she's never met before, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that they'll be able to make it through this. Not sure. They do say if it clicks, it clicks. I don't know if it clicks that much, but I agree with that statement. If it clicks, it clicks. Okay, now this is a conversation though that I didn't listen to properly and I didn't rewind back. So how did Paige and Luca get on the topic of Gemma punching up with like Luca? Oops.
He was fishing for compliments.
Okay.
He was like, oh, I don't think I punched. Like, he brought it up. And then Paige kept trying to convince him. And then eventually she's like, I'm not talking about this anymore because you're being, you could tell, like, he was being fishing for her.
To be like,
and then they kind of.
the catch, like the fish joke. He's not the catch.
It was.
I mean, unless he's really rich, then maybe he's a little bit more of a catch than he appears, and not try to shame any fishermen or anybody in the fishing industries. But from what I've seen from him, he doesn't have a lot to offer, in my opinion. He got some ugly tattoos and some bad veneers. I don't know. That's not my thing.
Yeah, and then Adam tried to throw Ekin-su under
What is going on there? Is he pissed that she didn't?
And did you see India's face? She's just looking between them like, what the fuck are you both talking about right now?
I was like, okay, Adam, I think Adam is pissed because he probably wanted Ekin-su to get involved in a big drama so he would be the star of the show when he comes into the villa. So he probably didn't think that she was that strong with Davide, thought that he should go in, not pick her for that date, and then have her still be interested in him. Break up Davide and her, and then he could be deciding between Ekin-su and Paige and whoever he decides. So the fact that she didn't maybe play into that must be why he's all butthurt, and the fact that she's looking like she has a path to the end to win. I think that Ekin-su is so stunning, and I think Davide's an attractive man, but I think that Ekin-su is definitely the prettier, in my opinion, of the two. So the fact that you're saying that she's punching,
somebody said that Ekin-su either knows his ex or knows the circle of friends or around them and knows what type of person he really is.
He's garbage. We know what type of person he is.
Yeah. So I think that's why she never even entertained him.
Not fully. No. And I think that he's pissed about that because he probably wanted to go in and
I'm pretty
be with
sure
the star.
He wanted Ekin-su. He wanted Ekin-su. I feel like that's who he wanted.
Because she was the star, is the star, one of them, anyways.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And she didn't play into it.
You know what though? If he had picked her for one of those dates, she might have. So he might have messed up there. Like, I know that he was going with Tamika and Paige. If he had chosen her, she might have had her head be turned a little bit, right? But now she could be like, my head was never turned. I said that the door wasn't open. But they didn't have that opportunity just to have did we have a good conversation? Did we have a spark? Do we click? They didn't have that opportunity. So she could be like, that door is completely closed.
Right.
And so, because I remember there's that time when they're walking down that hallway outside and he turns to her and is like, are you okay? And she's like, Like that to me is like you blew it. You know what I mean? If there was anything that was going on, you blew it. I'm not going to be upset about it. It's okay. Don't worry. Like I'm good, but it's definitely done. So Adam, like it's so rude though for him to be saying that about anybody. Like, why are you telling somebody that they're punching in their relationship like to a group of people? It's just so rude. You say that type of stuff when you're trying to pump up somebody that's upset, right? You'd be like, oh, you know, he was punching, he was punching up anyways to be with you. Like, you would say that if you're trying to make someone feel better. Like, why are you saying that about Ekin-su? So rude. Sorry, what were we gonna say? That you're
India's
gonna laugh?
face was so shocked. She was like looking back and forth at the two of them, like, really, what are y'all talking about right now? I don't even hear this. This is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. It was. So yeah, I said, wow, I can't believe that he thinks that. Like, what an asshole. And then I also wrote down, so he definitely thinks that Paige is punching up.
Oh, he knows Paige is punching.
But like, it just confirms it to me. If
Yeah.
Ekin-su, who I think is absolutely stunning,
Yeah.
and I do not personally think that Paige is equally as stunning as what my measurements of beauty are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think that they are the same. I think that like Ekin-su is a standard of beauty that I think is prettier.
Mm-hmm.
And so if that's the case, then he definitely, if he agrees with me at all, does not think that Paige is at his level.
He probably didn't even think Ekin-su was at his level. That's how
Ekin-su
idiotic he
so
is.
pretty. Especially like even looking at her like Instagram stuff like that. She's like very stunning, I find.
Mm-hmm.
She's just one of those people that you're like, wow, what a beautiful face, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like unique, it's just like classically beautiful, I find. So it's a talent show tonight, and everybody's getting ready. No one has a talent apparently. So I was like, what are these people gonna do? What are they gonna do? So Danica, I thought she was great.
She was great.
Danced.
Yeah.
I guess the producers didn't want to steal the thunder of another two Islanders, but why? I said this to you before. Why didn't Tasha and Danica do a dance together? Why?
I don't know.
Why? I didn't understand that. I thought that would have been a perfect opportunity, especially since Tasha has a dance career outside of the villa.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she and Danica did that together, they might be like, hey, can we hire you two to come dance, do this? Like, I don't know. Maybe because they're not friends.
But they had to have Paige and Gemma do theirs together.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it because they didn't want to steal the light from the other Islanders doing a duet? I don't know. I was just irritated because I was like, I wanted to see Tasha dance other than just like with the no music at the parties. And I thought it would have been a really good opportunity for them to like do something together. People would have been so impressed. I think I would have been impressed. Next was Adam. I'm loosely impressed by his magic trick.
I was actually impressed.
Because I was wondering, I'm like, is it going to mess up? And he's just like doing all of this, and then it's just like not going to work, and that's the gag. And then
it worked.
It worked. So that was pretty good, Adam.
Yeah.
So Tasha, I said, what is Tasha's talent? But Tamika, you can inform me now again what Tasha's talent was.
So there's a scene in the movie Pitch Perfect that she basically just played out, which I love that movie. And to me, the fact that Tasha is deaf and she was able, because I can sing the song because it's a cappella. So that's why I was saying she actually did a really good job because it is a cappella and she did the cup with it. I can't do the cup, but I can do the a cappella part.
I don't know the song, but like I know the I know that whole thing. That's kind of like beer pong game, like that.
Yes, that's what it. So that's what she brought to. So it was like an audition in the movie, and so everybody else is like singing full out songs, and she comes and does this because they were supposed to be an a cappella group. Right. She comes and does this cup.
That's fun. I mean, okay, good. Okay, I get it now. So that's pretty awesome. But she was struggling a little bit, and so
she was a little off. But I mean,
But
she was a little off in the singing part, but she was not off with the cut part. The cut part she did
the cup
perfect.
where she was on.
She
For
was
sure.
on perfectly. So that's why I'm saying the fact that she did all of that, plus, and she, it has a hearing loss. I thought she was one of the best performances to me, and also I also like that sing. Yeah.
I guess no, but knowing that it was from something that she was emulating makes it a better performance. For me, it just was somebody that was singing okay. I appreciate the fact that she's deaf and that she's still able to be almost in tune, like she was decently in tune. And she got like the percussion part down, but it wasn't like, if I was just having it as a standalone, I was like kind of like, why are you doing this? You know what I mean? If it wasn't going to be perfect, but now I understand.
Yeah.
So.
Meanwhile, I was there singing with it in my office. I was like, oh my God, that was so good.
I've never seen Pitch Perfect, so I'm not a fan of Anna. What's her name? Anna.
Oh, okay.
Anna Kendrick. Oh no, she drives me nuts.
To me, that was her best performance. So there's that. I have not watched her in Love Life season 1, but I did watch Love Life season 2, which she's not in it very much. She's in it like twice. And from what I hear, Love Life season 2 was immaculate, and Love Life season 1, where she was the lead, was not. So if you have not streamed Love Life season 2,
I don't know what that
is. On HBO Max,
okay,
absolutely worth a watch. It was so relatable to me. Like, if you are, especially if you are a person of color, and in just being in the dating world, if you've ever been married, it was so relatable to watch. So there's that.
Thanks. And thanks, Sans. I mean, I think Adam is pissed that he didn't play his bombshell role correctly.
And he's stuck with Paige.
And he's stuck with Paige. I think that he got outbombed by Ekin-su. He thought that he could have Ekin-su around his little finger, and Ekin-su got you, Adam. Yeah. Jessica says, I agree. Adam keeps saying slick stuff about Ekin-su. I think he even said Paige was punching. Oh my God, that's so rude. Adam looks way over his age, so he should simmer down. He's not that good looking. He's not that good looking.
Jessica said simmer down. I love it.
Even when his first season, I was like, I mean, I get it. Like, he's 6'5", but I'm like, his personality is not really for me.
I saw a picture of him from his first season. I was like, yeah, he's better looking now to me than he was back then.
So Dan says, I feel like everyone that Danica coupled up with, JB seems to be the one that actually really likes her. For example, when Danica was doing her talent, JB said that she was one of a kind. Yes. I mean, you'd have to be proud of your girl. Like, she danced very well. She looked gorgeous. She looked sexy, like all those things. And so
I think he's definitely, out of everybody that she has coupled
up
with,
into her the most. Yeah.
He's absolutely into her. He's very sexually attracted to her. I think I think they could do something. She has to let the wall down, and I don't know if she's gonna be able to.
Yeah, not in this week. Jessica also thinks that she should go with the flow, and I don't know if she knows what go with the flow is because of her experience, especially in this villa.
Even what he said when he woke up in bed with her, he's like, it's sad that they're gone, but I'm just happy that I'm still here with Danica. Like, just that we're still here, we're still connected, and I believed him. If for anything, that he's actually, of all of the ones, the most believable, which to me feels genuine.
So Jessica says, I think a guy would take it as a compliment if people says you're punching and your girl actually likes you. Yeah, I mean, because the girl's supposed to be better looking than the guy. Like,
I think that's what was pissing Paige off, because she was saying he was punching and he was trying to, like, no.
And so it's definitely more offensive to say the girl is punching, because that means like the girl's always supposed to be better looking than the guy. That's just how this society works right now. It is a double standard.
There's actually a tweet that came out today where this guy was saying his fiance was ugly and not intelligent. Oh, it was disgusting.
Has she seen this tweet, and is she still going to marry him?
I don't know. Somebody was like, we need to bring back Diaries, because that's where that should have went. He made a whole post.
Or like a therapist.
And he's not cute.
Oh, of course.
She's definitely definitely way prettier
Some
than
people
him.
are punching and they don't even they're still rude. Okay, so CJ, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like punching came from the term, like it was a boxing term, and isn't punching up is when you are out of your weight class? That's what I think. Like if someone's bigger than you in boxing and you're punching up, that means that you are out of class, like you're in different weight classes. And so I think it's taken its turn into the slang realm of things to mean like if you're punching up, that means that you are less than the other person. So basically, what Luca was saying is that Gemma was less than Luca. She was punching up. She was like he's out of her league, out of her class, and that she should be grateful to be with him. So I
And
think.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. He he was absolutely serious. That's the part,
Mhm.
that he was absolutely serious. And the other thing that I don't like about that is, even Cassius said that Cinco kind of was doing that same thing. Like he's like, "Oh, I need to humble you." That does not bode well for their fucking relationship going out of this villa, and I
Mm-mm.
don't like it. Again, this again. You see this with controlling narcissistic men that do this to little girls when they get into relationships with them. They alienate them. They make them feel like that they're the better one and that they are lucky to have them. I
Ugh.
do not like this relationship.
No, no. I mean, mommy's coming, and I don't think
I
she's happy
hope.
with him.
I
So
can
we'll
only
see.
hope. I can only hope.
Sans, it was such a missed opportunity. And I come from a dance background primarily. So, like, I would have loved to put on a dance show and be like, okay, let's do something in unison. We can do something cool. Like, let's start and see if we could do like a silhouette thing. And then we come out and like we do that. Like, I would love to put on a dance production with another dancer. Like, you never get that opportunity. So, Zanika had the best talent. Absolutely. India's was the most entertaining, in my opinion. Okay, yeah. So before India's was Dabby, he was rapping, and he was kind of rapping about Ekin-su, kind of other people as well, but a
He
lot of.
rapped about most of the villa.
I think that I would have enjoyed it better if Love Island didn't put a beat over top,
Probably.
because I just would have rather hear him say it a cappella than have them put some like busted beat over top of it that he wasn't rapping to.
Yeah. So
So
it would have been better as a spoken word than
yeah,
for them
exactly.
to try to pretend like it was a faux rap. Because I do think what he was saying, if you were listening to what he said, was hilarious. And then
But
even the end, he finished really strong with what he said about India. But it's like, yeah, like that wasn't a rap.
yeah, it wasn't a rap.
And
Just do
then
a spoken word.
yeah,
Just do a spoken word. You would have been fine. It would have been funny, or it would have been good. Like,
yeah.
and then they put the rap over top of it. I was just like, oh, this is not
But
even
I
like a good beat for this.
loved what India said about it. She's like, okay, I'm gonna give what he said
A
a
10.
10 because like he did the thing. But I would not be a good girlfriend if I gave that rap. And I died laughing. And the fact that they've been saying it, they're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I keep trying to tell people this, and they're like, no, they're exclusive. No, I keep telling you, they're really boyfriend and girlfriend. They're just not saying it officially until he meets her mother.
Exactly. So Jamie shows off his football skills. It was okay. I mean, he was good, obviously, but like,
Yeah.
meh. Then Paige and Gemma uh, do a duet, like basically a karaoke duet, wearing like pink jeans that were like open. The buttons were open with like a pink baseball cap. Like, I didn't think they looked good or cute at all. I didn't think that they were that good. And then you see like Adam be like, and I'm like, there's no way that you're like, oh my god, so hard. Oh. And then you see like like big chompers Luke over there, like, oh Gemma, oh my god, I can't believe like Gemma is doing this. I'm just like, they weren't good. They were okay. There was one time where they were in unison and they kind of went down, they kind of squatted and went down and came back up and it was in sync. I thought that was cute. But for the most part, I did not think that was a good performance. And they're like, oh, oh.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I'm gonna tell you.
It was not good. I remember like Adam biting his knuckle, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Adam's talent was better. I never tell you the truth.
Yeah, it was. It was better. I didn't see exactly what Davide said to Ekin-su to get her offended, but she got offended. But then right after, she was giving a Miss Drama Queen speech, and she kind of just was nice to everybody. It could have been a roast. It would have been funny if she did a roast, and if it was a good roast, I'd have been like, Ekin-su.
Yeah, but last year Faye tried to roast everybody. It was terrible. I'm gonna like it was not good.
No, it has to be good if you do a roast.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if
yeah. It was
it
bad.
doesn't, just
And who was it? Gemma was like, I mean, she basically, what did she say? Wound us all up. So hey, go ahead, Ekin-su. So I mean, she seemed to give them all good feelings.
mhm.
They were all like, woohoo!
She's cute though. Andrew giving a realtor's tour of a model of the villa.
Yeah, he ripped that off for Tyler last season.
Get an idea, please, Andrew.
And when
India.
Tyler did it with Faye, that was hot as hell.
Tyler with Faye. Teddy?
Yeah. No. Remember, Tyler is a real estate agent
Yeah.
in the UK, oh, you know what? It might have been an unseen bet, and maybe you didn't watch it. So him and Faye were like role playing, and she was selling them a house, and he was like trying to get the price lower. And it was cool actually.
I definitely did not see that. I was trying to rack my head. I'm like, I don't remember him doing that at the talent show.
Yeah.
Then we see India with the recorder, and I know I say that I've done a lot of things. It's because I have. So at the school that I went to, I was in a traveling percussion group. So I've learned how to play every percussion instrument. So I can play all xylophones, all like bass timpanis, and like all different types of percussion instruments. And I don't know if this was in it specifically, but I had to learn how to play the recorder at a very high standard from I was 9. So I actually could play songs well. And I was trying to think, because my niece and nephew, they have a recorder. I'm like, let's see if I still got this. And so I busted out the recorder, and I still remember at least one song that's not like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I can figure that out pretty quickly. But I appreciate her effort. I wasn't watching her like directly, but like I was making something to eat, and I just could hear like that like high pitched whistle when you don't have the right thing. I'm just like, oh, the recorder is so funny. Yeah. Like it's the sound of it just sounds so funny to me. So she's cute. Like just seeing her all beautiful dressed up, and just that sound of the recorder, it was funny, but it wasn't.
I think good. In New Jersey and New York, you have to learn to play the recorder. 4th grade, everybody, and then you can go and do band.
What's your instrument? Do I know this?
Oh, I never got to play the instrument I wanted to play.
Oh, what did you want to play, and what did you play?
Flute is what I wanted.
And what do you want to transition to, like saxophone after?
No, I just wanted the flute. I always wanted the flute, but my band teacher would not allow me to do it because he said that too many people do it, and because of my asthma, I wouldn't be able to do it. But then he gave me the trumpet.
I play trumpet,
and it was hard as hell to even get a sound out. So I wasn't a fan. I did it for like half a semester, and then I just dropped out.
Oh, I mean, I could still probably play trumpet pretty well because I played in a few different bands. I was in a jazz band with my trumpet.
I hate jazz.
I was in a stage band with my trumpet. Yeah. I played in the orchestra with my trumpet.
Yeah, I hate jazz. So there was never anything I was going to do with that damn trumpet. Now saxophone I might have done, but I couldn't even get there because he wouldn't let me do any of those. Anyway, so
that's so weird.
When I got married, I actually had somebody I know who plays the flute very, very well play So This Is Love from Cinderella at my wedding. And I still get rave reviews because I had to go find the sheet music for it. But people are always like, oh, that was just so beautiful.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's definitely sweet. Like I definitely, my best friend at that time, she played the flute. I've never tried it, but I feel like I could be okay with the flute because I do understand how to manipulate like sounds with like. So maybe I should. I've been wanting to learn a new instrument, so maybe it's the flute. I bought a guitar that it's over there. I have not learned how to play yet, but I need to learn something new instrumentally. So, but maybe flute would be. It's just a little bit more compact. Guitar's so like cumbersome and big, and my nails are. I'm like, oh, maybe I should wait till my nails aren't long. I'm like, my nails are long right now, so I don't want to learn the guitar, and then like I forget. Anyways, so not last. So then we see Davide making carbonara with his shirt off. It's the Davide cooking show. Was there any highlights from there? Because I was just kind of listening in the background.
Not that I saw. I'm like, is this what he wants after he leaves the villa? Cooking with Davide?
Hey, that'd be great. Cooking with Davide and Ekin-su. That's so fun.
Yeah.
I would watch it, tune into that. I think that if that's what they're going to pitch, like I think that's definitely a good idea. Dan says, out of all the talent shows, which one's your favorite? Mine was Priscilla's season 6 and Camilla's season 3. Oh my gosh.
I never watched season 3, but Priscilla's on season 6. Amazing.
What'd she do again?
She danced.
I don't remember, but I'm sure I love all dancers. They've all been actually good. Thank goodness. Camilla, what'd she do? Did she do a fire dance? Camilla also, if that could be the person that Cam is speaking of, because she just had a second baby with Jamie.
Yes, I think that's who he said. I know he said a J name. So yeah, that's probably who.
I don't remember what her talent was. Remind me. Oh no, but Cam was season 4. I don't know. I had to look it up. Sans was crying with laughter at India playing the corner. Iconic. I also think Tasha was good too. I wouldn't be able to do that cup thing. The cup thing, I've learned it before. Tamika, yet to watch Love Island 1 to understand what's happening in season 2. She hasn't watched either of them.
No. This is the show I mentioned earlier, Love Life season 1.
Oh, sorry.
Anna Kendrick. I did not watch season 1, and I watched season 2, and it is an absolute standalone set of episodes. So you can absolutely skip season 1, especially if you're not an Anna Kendrick fan, and watch season 2. It's with William Harper Jackson from The Good Place. If you ever watched that on NBC, if you have not watched The Good Place from NBC, also watch that. That show is very good.
Which one's The Good Place? Which one's the happy? Which is the blonde girl? Is it the Purgatory?
Yes, it's what's her name? Oh God, Kristen from
Shepherd.
And Jack Shepherd's wife.
Right?
Yeah. That show, some excellent TV. That show and This Is Us, how they treated death. Beautiful, two beautiful explanations when you watch the scenes, how they end it, and they show you how death evolves. I just recommend them so highly.
So Dammy was nervous. Lucky for him, I couldn't make out what he's saying. I know, because they put that thing over top. I just would have liked to hear what he was saying. If it wasn't going to be a good rap, I wanted to hear what he wrote down. Danica says I may be off base here, but I wonder if Tasha didn't dance with Danica, not dance at all, to give Danica her own moment to shine, especially when her just getting to with Jamie. I feel like Tasha's more of a show off than that, so
yeah,
she thought that it would have been more impressive to do the cup thing.
Yeah, she probably thought that the cup was more impressive, and she knows that Danica is a good dancer, so.
Just because, yes, I was confused about Luca and Adam acting like it was so hot. Their outfits weren't even that good. I was impressed that Gemma actually knew the lyrics and seemed on beat. Yes, that's fun. If you're at karaoke and someone does the whole rap to some song, whatever. But I was not impressed, and I didn't think it was hot. Nobody knew what Dammy was saying. I heard him a few times, but something actually hurting at how much I was laughing during India's performance. It was
so funny. It was so funny.
Sound. No Tyler painted Kaz at the talent show.
Yeah, I wasn't saying it was during the talent show.
Right,
I was saying
that's why I couldn't remember though. Remember?
Yeah. He ripped off that thing that they played out. I think it was on an unseen bet though.
Yes, hilarious. I play trumpet too. Yes, Danita. We should all get out our trumpets. I definitely can still play trumpet. Piano, it'd take me I'd have to practice a bit. But I could probably get through because I can still read music and I can still remember all the keys. So we should start a little like a band, a YouTube band. He'll end up on a daytime show with Gino DeCampo, resident Spanish, or he could be Italian chef on Good Morning. I can see it if he like puts the shirtless chef, the shirtless Italian. I can see it. Camilla's talent was making a heartwarming speech, and Priscilla's was dancing. Chantel, you should check it out. I've seen the season. I just don't remember what it was. I know that she does like UN ambassador work and stuff like that, and dated Prince Harry. I just couldn't remember what her talent was because it was literally 6 years ago. That's pretty much it for the episode. Do we want to talk about Luca's song?
No. He did not know the words. Terrible.
Why was he last?
He's terrible. I don't understand.
Clarinet.
I would rather the clarinet.
My brother plays bass clarinet.
Yeah. But that was another thing. He said, it's too many people playing the clarinet.
Well, it's because the people that in my school wanted to play the clarinet or the flute is because they could move up to the saxophone. Like that was like the progression. So I could understand that's why there'd be too many people on one instrument. But what was your excuse? And didn't you choose strings or did you have to choose band? I could see you with a little violin.
I would never play the violin. Not something I would be
into. Yeah, Luca ruined that song. Yeah, I cringe at Luca's performance. Yep, he did a disservice to High School Musical.
He did. He ruined my. I love that song too.
I can't even recognize it. I don't know the song.
It's like you ruined that song. You did not do Zac Efron any justice at all. It was terrible.
Ooh, Dan says there's going to be an Are You the One UK. That's fun. UK is great at casting sometimes. So I would love to see the direction that they went in for Are You the One? And if they would definitely choose people that are supposed to be compatible. So Dan, keep me informed. If you know, I guess it would be on MTV. So I'll keep my eye out for that. Thank you. It's a good call. CJ, I wish Love Island USA could be 90 minutes or more. I know, but it's also on every day, so I'm okay with it.
Well, people were complaining because they're like, it's running about 45 minutes and they're cutting too much out and we can't understand it. And I was like, I'm pretty much following it. There was a couple things they cut out that I was like, I'm not really sure why they made that choice, but I don't feel like it's unfollowable.
Oh, so it's happening. The cast reveal and trailer is already on social media. Okay, I'm going to go check out the cast. Mm-hmm. My wish is for Dami and India, Ekin-su and Davide and Danica and Jamie to be safe, but I doubt that will happen for Danica and Jamie. Danica has had at least a better story arc than others not mentioned. I know. I don't think that she's going to get there just for the fact that it's such an early couple and everybody else has at least one person from the beginning.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she's not an OG herself. Yeah. I don't know if she can make it past this dumping. But I agree with who you want. I would want that as well. I just don't think it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. So is there anything else that we missed about this episode that you wanted to talk about?
No, I reamed Luca enough. I really wish he would not get to the final. Ugh.
It's happening 100%. They gave him the last place. Like that's the spot to like end the show. They thought that he's like something. So
ridiculous.
So definitely ridiculous. Well, thank you, Tamika, for being here. And everybody in the chat, you guys are great. Tamika, what do you have going on? Let the people know what's happening.
I'm supposed to do a Clubhouse on the Challenge USA episode 3.
Today
at 8.
Cool. Is that was?
I don't know. I'll see because I'm like it's it's a lot going on. But I did want to talk about the episode, but
Let's talk about it quick before Wednesday comes, because
that's
Wednesday will
something.
be here quickly.
Yeah, so I'll see it. Go to Clubhouse, hit the bell. I already have something scheduled on there, and if I start the room, you'll get notified.
That's perfect. Perfect. Dan also says, Tamika, is there going to be a watch party of Love Island? No, so on Mondays and Saturday, well, Mondays, there's no actual show that's being aired. And then
Mhm.
Saturday, there's an unseen bits, but
Yeah.
it's not aired everywhere. It's only aired on Peacock. Like, sometimes I just don't feel like watching TV from my computer. And so I enjoy watching Love Island, watching it on my TV. And so the streaming provider that I watch it on didn't buy the unseen bits. So we're not going to cover unseen bits, and then they don't have a show on Monday. So no, she is not. But you can catch up. No, you're already caught up. But Sans, you
Yes.
can catch up tomorrow.
Sons, you can catch up for tomorrow. There's not a new show until tomorrow.
Perfect. Well, you guys are great. Yes, until tomorrow. Yes, please hit the like button. Please follow myself and Tamika on all social media channels.
Mm-hmm.
Realness over here and Entertainment in Color over here.
Mm-hmm.
We're always around. So hit the like button or hit the bell notification button so that you'll be informed every time we go live, because we do go live quite often.
Yep.
But I'm going to go live later on today to talk about The Bachelorette. But with you, Tamika, it won't be until tomorrow until 6:15 Eastern.
Ooh, yes.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And do we think that Danica has a shot at the final? That's the question that I would like you guys to answer in the comments. Bye.